Right guys, back out again, just for an evening wander. In Jesmond Dene, on the outskirts of Newcastle city centre. So we're going to go for a little walk through the Dene, and as always a little adventure, see what things we can see. But basically that's the Dene, start of it. There's the start of the show. So yep, I'm gonna head down, see what we can find. There's like a petting zoo down here and some old ruins, a mill and that, so we'll go down, have a look, and I'll take some shots, see what we can find. So let's go. Ye well of King John. Oh, that must be quite old then. Right, so we'll just come down into the main part of the Dene to the petting zoo. But as you can see, I think most animals have been taken away somewhere else to be looked after, or else we're all locked down, or until we're fully unlocked. There's a duck. So there's not much to see in there today. There's normally quite a bit. Oh, there you go, look. Yeah, so normally there's all sorts: rabbits, guinea pigs, ducks, geese, hens. There's a bird aviary over the back there. So nothing much to see today. Never mind. At least they're in a safe place. Right, now we're right down in the thick of the Dene. I'm just going to follow the path along. There's a place along here called the Fisherman's Lodge. Back in the day it was quite an exclusive place where, you know, it was a bit of a fisherman's restaurant, and yeah, it was quite an exclusive place where all the celebs used to hang out, I believe. It's all derelict and that now though. It's a shame, but you know, these things happen. So we'll go along, see if we can get some shots of that, see what else. There's a mill and a few bridges and that. So yeah, let's keep going. As you can probably tell, there's quite a downpour about an hour ago, so everything's wet, and you can smell the sort of plants when they get wet and hear all the birds chirping. So it's lovely down here at the minute. Right, we're just coming past the Fisherman's Lodge, or what was the Fisherman's Lodge back in the day. You can probably see it's all derelict and boarded up. What a shame. I bet you it was fantastic back in the day, you know, on a Friday evening down here. All the celebs and footballers and what have you, eating fancy fish suppers. So, yeah, been empty a lot of years, I think. You know, you can imagine it's probably worth some money, you know, to live in the middle of Jesmond Dene, but there's probably no doubt reasons why they can't sell it, and possibly owned by the local council. Who knows? So I'm just following this path along. There's a couple of little waterfalls in the river, and a mill. So yeah, there's another one there. You can probably hear it. No fish jumping tonight after the flies, so nothing much happening in there. You can see though it's really nice down here. Tell you what, we can tell this lockdown's getting more and more lifted. Places are getting busier and busier. You almost forget what it was like before the lockdown, how busy places used to be. You know, you go into these places now and there's lots of people about. Some people are remembering the social distance and some people don't, but that's humans, I suppose. But I'm glad, you know, don't get us wrong, I'm glad the virus is disappearing, but I must admit, I got used to places being so quiet. I quite enjoyed it, but you know, just something you've got to accept. You know, sharp get used to places being busy again, I suppose. But you know, still quite quiet. Like if you look around, not many people. So we've just got to learn to share, haven't you? So continue on. See what else we can find. Here we are at the old watermill. Looks a bit like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean or something, so let's go and have a look anyway. I'll try and find out some history, see when it was built. Oh, there you go. There's some history on there. 100 to 200 BC, first recorded use of watermills. Wow. (1789 to 1820) this mill was built. Craigie, 20,000 in the 1800s. That's mad, that, isn't it? I suppose it was the main source of power. And there's the wheel. The water wheel turned that, the cog, and that would obviously turn the grindstone or whatever in the actual mill itself. In here. Oh, that's been here all them years. Still standing there. Built to last. And you can see there the holes in the wall where the joist would have been for the upper floor. Possibly a fireplace or something there. A little window, a doorway. Oh. Here's another notice board. Come here. So yeah, so that's basically what it would have looked like. Wow. Excellent. Come on this way. Very good. Come on this way. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the river would have fed it. Probably would have been diverted to go through the wheel. The power of water though would have turned that wheel all day. Right, we're going to head back now. Take a slightly different route. See if I can get some more videos or some more photos for you. We came and we're just going to cross over and take a slightly different way back. That's a little bridge, just mine crossing the Dene. It's just quite surprising, you know how many there is. You think the effort and cost it probably would have been back in the day, but I suppose it was probably the Victorians wanted to make it a bit of a park of leisure, you know, where people could come on a weekend after working in the mills or whatever, and get the health, get some fresh air. So yeah, you can see what the attraction would have been. Free exercise, free fresh air, you know, picnicking on the lawn. So yeah, go down here and see what else there is. Bridges. Bit bigger this, maybe for horse and carts or it's a lot wider. Lovely wide path. Anyway, so very easy to keep your social distancing. Right guys, just come back to the car park now, so that was a nice little wander of an evening. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, go on, subscribe. You know you want to, it makes sense. And I'll put another one on shortly, no doubt, another little adventure that me and the dog have been on. So stay safe and I'll see you soon.